Welcome students. In this lecture, we are going to learn the poem Indian Weavers, that is 2.2 Indian Weavers. Let's see the icebreakers of this on page number 99. Now the first is, artisans are also called craftsmen. They are creators of diverse goods and use their hands to create unique, functional, and also decorative items using traditional techniques. Now complete the web given below. Now look here. First of all, we need to learn what are artisans. Here, artisans means who? Artisans means a worker who make things by hand using traditional techniques. That means artisans are also called craftsmen. They are very much skillful. They make the things by using traditional techniques by their own hands. See, they are creators of diverse goods. Diverse means different goods. Goods means things. They use different things and use their hands to create unique. Earlier we have seen they use their hands, handmade things, unique, functional, and also decorative items using traditional techniques. By using their hands, they create unique, unlike the same, then functional and also decorative items using traditional techniques. Now complete the web given below. Here the web chart is given. Here this web. Let's see. Let's complete it. Now look, different types of artisans. The first point has given here already, that is goldsmith. Goldsmith. Who is goldsmith? That we will see further. Now let's complete the web first of all. Different types of artisans. Artisans means craftsmen. The first is goldsmith. Now second you can write there weaver. W-E-A-V-E-R. Weaver. Here our heading of our poem is weaver. Then third write potter. P-O-T-T-E-R. Potter. The next is blacksmith. B-L-A-C-K-S-M-I-T-H. Blacksmith. Then sculptor. Sculptor, it is also called carver. S-C-U-L-P-T-O-R. Sculptor. Then carpenter. Carpenter, C-A-R-P-E-N-T-E-R. And the last is mason. Over. Let's see them in detail with the help of picture. Who are goldsmiths, then weaver, potter, blacksmith, sculptor, carpenter, mason. Now look here, artisans means we have seen a worker who make things by hands. They are creators of diverse goods and by using traditional techniques. Now look here, you just write these points here. Goldsmith, afterwards weaver, potter, blacksmith, sculptor, carpenter, and mason. Let's see them in detail. Now in our web, the first point given is goldsmith. Here is, I have two pictures of goldsmiths. Goldsmith means who? A person who makes gold articles or things, or we can say ornaments using gold. they make different ornaments, articles like these rings. Here you can see the rings, or here you can see this, you can see this ornament. Here two ornaments are, is this person who is called goldsmith. Now the second is, in our list we have written weaver. Weaver means who then? Weaver means, weaver, here we are going to take information about weaver. Weaver means a person who weaves clothes by passing crosswise threads. He makes clothes by passing crosswise threads. Here you can see this person is weaving a cloth with the help of this loom. See different colored threads. Here we can see the different colored threads he is using. Now see the another picture. Here people are weaving a cloth by using colorful threads to make a beautiful colorful cloth. Over. He is called weaver, winkar in Marathi. Now see the next is potter. Here are some pictures of potters. Potter means a person who makes pots of clay. Now here is a person who is making pots. This is the person also making pots out of clay. In Marathi you can say kumbhar. Here also some more pictures of potters. They are making pots on the wheel. This is the traditional way of making pots, pottery. The next is blacksmith. Now who is called blacksmith? Let's see again the pictures of blacksmith. In this picture you can see a person who looks very simple, who is making a thing of iron by using his hands. So here he is called the artisan because he is making art of iron by using traditional technique. The next point is sculptor. Sculptor means who? See, here is person who is making a statue of Indian god, that is Hanumana. Sculptor, he is also called as carver. This person is carving on a big stone. Sculptor means who then? A person who creates sculptures out of materials such as wood, clay or stone, metal or stone. This person is making statue of God. Now see one more picture of sculptor. Here is also nowadays the upcoming festival is on Saturday, Ganesh Chaturthi. Now on this particular auspicious occasion we bring statues of Lord Ganesha. Here is a person who is a sculptor who is making a beautiful statue of Lord Ganesha by using that hammer and one more weapon. He is called sculptor or carver. Understood? Now the next point is carpenter, that we have written in our web. Carpenter, here are two pictures. These people are making something of wood. Carpenter means a person who makes wooden objects and structures. Means in our house also there are so many beautiful things like sofa, then some chairs, then beautiful material, handcraft material like vase, beautiful flower pot made up of wood. These things are made by the artisans like carpenter. Understood? Here is the picture of carpenter. Now the next is the last artisan is mason. Mason means after watching this picture you got the idea that mason means who? Mason is a person skilled in cutting, dressing and lying, means putting the stones, or we can say nowadays not stones actually but bricks. Here the person is putting bricks very skillfully in buildings. This is called mason. Mason means in Marathi Gavandi. Understood? These are the pictures of masons. In this way, we have seen the different types of artisans like goldsmith, weaver, potter, blacksmith, sculptor, carpenter, and mason. Now see the second. After artisan, let's move on to the next, that is discuss with your partner the seasons or occasions when we need. The following 4 points are there: A, B, C and D. In which season or occasions we need these types of clothes? So first is woolen clothes. When do we wear woolen clothes? In winter season, correct? Or whenever we feel cold, we wear woolen clothes. Then B, casual clothes. When we wear casual clothes, when we are at home, that time we wear casual clothes. When we are free at home, simply we wear casual clothes. Then C, rich silk clothes. In fact, in this concept, the rich word itself indicating rich silk clothes we wear in marriage ceremony or at the time of festivals. Then D, colorful comfortable clothes. We wear colorful comfortable clothes when we are traveling or when we are socializing, going to meet a person or our friends. That time we use colorful comfortable clothes. Okay, now see the next is let's play a game. It's very simple one. Let's play a game. The teacher will ask the students some questions. Students will understand that there are some exceptions to the general rules. Let's start. It's very simple activity, very easy to guess. Now one has been done for you. Let's see that. One who views is a viewer. One person who views, who is called viewer. Then one who plays a game is a What does it call? One who plays a game. Yes, he or she is called player or sportsman. Then one who sings is a absolutely singer. One who dances is a dancer. One who teaches is a teacher. And one who cooks is a cooker, no? No. Absolutely correct. That is not cooker, it's a cook. Or it has one more word is chef. One who cooks is called cook or a chef. Now let's turn to the next. This we have often seen the picture of Gandhiji spinning on his charkha. Discuss the reasons behind this. One has been given for you. So, most of the time we have seen our father of nation Mahatma Gandhiji often seen on his charkha spinning something. Look this picture. In this picture, what is he doing? Mahatma Gandhiji is spinning on his charkha. In Marathi or in Hindi, this word is used. It is charkha. Discuss the reasons behind this. What are the reasons why he is always we can see with charkha? Because the one reason is there to give rural people an opportunity to earn their livelihood. To give rural people, the people who are living in villages, an opportunity to earn, to get money for their livelihood. Means charkha is very easy to use and it is actually cheap, so it is an opportunity to earn money for their livelihood. Then B, C and D you have to complete. So let's see B. It should be to convey the message of simple living. We know that Mahatma Gandhiji always believed that simple living and high thinking. So it is the reason behind this. It conveys the message of simple living. Then to be self-reliant. To be self-reliant means to make the people independent. To make them independent. Because charkha is the symbol of independence. And the last D is to give the message to wear hand spun clothes. To give the message to use hand spun clothes. हाताने विणलेले कपडे घाला, स्वदेशीचा वापर करा. This is the message, or these are the messages delivered or conveys through this charkha. Then the second last, name some tools used by the weavers. Which tools weavers use? Weavers Winkar. Which things he use? Which tools he use? One is given for you, that is LOOM, loom. Means with the help of loom he make clothes by using colorful threads. Now you can see B is scissor for cutting, SCISSOR, scissor. Then yarn means on loom. Yarn is must, YARN. Yarn means threads, dhage. And the last is name some types of yarns used by the weavers. What type of yarns he used? Linen. One is already given, that is linen. B, you can fill up by your own, but here we can say cotton, then silk, then jute, and so on. You can add your own points. In this way, we have seen here icebreakers, in that different types of artisans. Craftsmen means who? Artisans. Goldsmith, weaver, potter, blacksmith, coppersmith, sculptor, carpenter, mason, many are there. Then here these activities we have done. So let's turn to the next page, the information of our poet. Indian Weaver is written, this poem is written by very famous poetess Sarojini Naidu. Here is a photograph, picture of her. Sarojini Naidu. Let's take the information about her. Sarojini Naidu, 1879 to 1949, means Sarojini Naidu born in 1879 and she died in 1949. Was a political activist. She was very famous, or she was very active politician. Then feminist. Feminist means she always supports feminism. And the first Indian woman who became the president of the Indian National Congress. She was the first Indian woman who became the president of Indian National Congress. She was an important figure in India's struggle. Means India was, we know that India was struggling for independence during 1947 or before that. So she contributed for this India's struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a a poet earned her the sobriquet of Nightingale of India. Sobriquet means what? Sobriquet, here is the word. Here. Sobriquet means she was known by name. Sobriquet means nickname or by name given to the person. Her by name was Nightingale of India. She was afterwards well known as Nightingale of India, means Gana Kokiya or Bharat Kokiya. Later, she has become the governor of the United Provinces. युनायटेड प्रोव्हिन्सेस म्हणजे संयुक्त प्रांताच्या त्या गव्हर्नर झाल्या, राज्यपाल, in 1947, becoming the first woman to hold the office of the governor in independent India. So this information gives us the account of her work. Now see the next paragraph about her. Indian weavers this poem. Here is the heading: Indian Weavers is a short poem where the poet talks about three types of garment that the weavers weave at three particular times of a day. Means this is very short, actually, of three stanza poem. This is of only three stanza poem. Here is the first stanza, there is second, and this is third stanza. Only three stanzas are there, and it gives the information of garment that the weavers weave at three particular times of a day. 3 times of a day means each stanza of the poem represents the three important events of human life. This is very symbolic poem, relevant poem to human life. 3 stages of the day means morning, evening, and the night. In our life also, we live like a morning, that is birth, then evening, adulthood, and last is death, that is night. Events of life, human life: birth, here childhood, adulthood means young, and death means old age. The colors mentioned in the stanzas are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. In this poem, some colors are mentioned. Colors are given by the poet, and these colors are very significant. Significant means very important, as they indicate the moods related to the events. So here is the information about the poetess Sarojini Naidu, that is the Nightingale of India, and about this poem in short. So in tomorrow's lecture, we will see the detailed information about this poem, Indian Weaver.